This is Coffee with God, and I am Father Jose. Let us begin this day with the Word of God and a short reflection.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 7, verses 15 to 20. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Be wary of false preachers who smile a lot, dripping with practiced sincerity. Chances are they are out to rip you off some way or another. Don't be impressed with charisma. Look for character. Who preachers are is the main thing, not what they say. A genuine leader will never exploit your emotions or your pocketbook. These diseased trees with their bad apples are going to be chopped down and burned. The Gospel of the Lord.
Reflections on the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 7, verses 15 to 20. Anything without love is not from God. Saint Irenaeus of Lyons is one of the early church fathers who defended the faith against heresies. He mediated as a peacemaker among Christians of East and West. Irene means peace. Irenaeus was known for his love for those who went wrong while being firm in doctrinal matters and faithful to true tradition. In this way, he lived up to his name as a peacemaker. We are reaching the final recommendations of the Sermon on the Mount. The worst struggles of the early church perhaps did not come from the emperor's persecutions or the Jewish leadership's opposition, but from divisions within. Not everyone who claimed themselves to be Christians preached the true gospel. We see references to such false preachers in the Acts of the Apostles and the letters of St. Paul. The presence and teachings of such leaders prompted Matthew to address the issue of false prophets in the community through the words of Jesus. The warning is clear. The disciples would experience problems not only from the outside but even within the community. They must discern the true gospel. Identifying the true gospel from false messages and messengers requires returning to the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount, the Beatitudes. As Jesus explained, the way to blessedness is honesty, truth, integrity, forgiveness, rejecting violence, and moving away from the temptations to accumulate material wealth. But all of these are converged on the rule of love. Any teaching or act that opposes the love of God and the love of others can't be from God. Reflecting on this gospel, we shouldn't be wasting time looking around for false prophets and pointing our fingers at others. By doing so, we would fall into the sin of judging others. Instead, the gospel wants us to look at ourselves today. If our actions, behavior, and lifestyle do not conform to the values of the gospel, we give the wrong witness and becomes false prophets. As faithful Christians, we should bear the fruits of love, patience, compassion, forgiveness, and empathy. Action and not words would count, and actions can express varied motivations. Jesus had dwelt at length on the dangers associated with pious practices of almsgiving, fasting, and praying if our motivations behind these actions are not pure. Let our motivations be to bear good fruits.